Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 763. Can't believe we're that far into this. It has been an amazing day. It is the end of day 2 of the Build a Box hackathon at Permissionless. Tomorrow is day 1 of Permissionless, and so all of the builders submitted at 10:30 p.m. sharp. Some were done beforehand. Cake was handed out. Doug, where were you? But cake was handed out to all the amazing builders. And then what was really cool was a lot of the extra supplies and monitors that Build a Box brings for hackers to use were not auctioned off, raffled off, and given away to people that were using them and found value in them and stuff like that. And so the fact that there was a lot of college kids that submitted projects. So, a little bit goes a long way, and just something, those little things to give back, which was really, really cool and really nice to do. So I, had a great day. Got to, go to day 2 and finish up some more interviews that we'll have pushed out. But getting to talk with all of these builders about not just what they're building now, but what was really cool was you would think, all right, cool, hackathon is done, builders are burnt out, and they just want to go their separate ways now. No. 75% of them, the other 25% crashed because they were done, but 75% of them stayed talking like, oh, what were you building exactly? How do we partner together? How do we build the next cool thing together? And seeing a lot of that was just that brought happiness to my heart, and I hope it brings happiness to yours too. Because when we see builders continuing to build, one, it was a good experience for them. They had a good time. They made some really cool, valid connections. But that's what builders do. They don't just stop at one thing. They're like, all right, what can I do next? And I want to give a reminder to everyone, if you are here in Utah, remember, we are at 4,250 feet. Not quite a mile, but we are still at a very high altitude. So please remember to drink a heck ton of water. If you think you're thirsty or you're not thirsty, you're probably thirsty. You should drink anyways. If you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So make sure to stay on top of your game over the next 3 days of Permissionless, to drink a lot of water, drink a lot of electrolytes, and have a lot of fun. That is a prerequisite to have a lot of fun. I got to go do a little quick walk around of the booth sections of Permissionless, and let me tell you, a lot is there's a lot going to be there. So it looks super exciting. Huge shout out to one of the main sponsors, Futureverse, as well as Ripple. I got to see some regulars that I haven't seen since last Permissionless. Got to see the Giddy's booth, Giddy's Team Wallet booth. So, that'll be interesting to see them. I haven't seen them for a while. We'll hopefully try to win some Giddy and see what we can do. But I've been super excited to sort of see how, I sort of gravitate towards like the first group of people that I harass at a hackathon, and help. Ended up working with 5 teams as, either just like a sounding board, really, but like bounty stacking, figuring out how to use the different sponsors in different ways. Huge shout out to Supra and what Supra's building with their new layer 1, but their test net. And so how basically a really open bounty, anyone that, has settlement on Supra's testnet was eligible for a bounty. And so that makes it really easy for builders to do what they want, where they want, but then add a component to really sort of pay out on what they're doing. So I was super happy there. I am super excited because tomorrow tomorrow is Day of Agents. And so I'll be speaking bright and early at 10:30. And then I gave up some of the panel spots to my main founder, Eric, to really talk on data privacy, data creation, and data ownership, and like the compute side of data. So it's going to be some really good talks. I'll be talking on personalization and the importance of AI agents. So some really cool stuff is coming up on that, and I'm really excited to go over it. So that's why we're having a super short show tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining us. If you are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Player One Taco YouTube, 0x Degens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Unlonely, or on-chain via Soul Media Tech on Solana. I want to shout out and thank you for joining us for this quick bite tonight. I do ask that if you have a second, you like and subscribe, and share with your friends in some way, shape, or form. Maybe I might talk about, since I talk about so many random things that's going on in Web3, there's something for everyone in some way, shape, or form. And so this has been a really fun week getting here to Utah. Conferences are just sort of like, you get to meet so many teams that just sort of fire you up of like, oh my gosh, you're going to be building this, you're building that, this is so cool. So I want to do a huge shout out and thanks to Permissionless, aka Blockworks. I know that's sort of, maybe I'm trying to get a promotion. I am currently the official, unofficial junior intern to the senior intern of Permissionless. And so hopefully this year I get a promotion and I will become the mid junior intern to the senior intern. Hopefully I get a step up, and it's a 17-year promotional plan, so of like steps up. And so maybe that will happen this year. But I want to do a shout out to Permissionless. It's looking like the tracks, the speakers, the lineup looks amazing. So super excited for this. And yeah, so nothing much more to talk about. We're going to go over LP stuff, where we're at, where the market is at. We've seen some, meme coins really start to take off. We've seen ARC starting to get some good momentum behind it. Bubble Buddies is starting to get more piece behind it. But what was really hilarious was everything that's sort of been going around over the last week with HBO and who is Satoshi, and the person that they did nominate, finally leaked, or was released during the show and stuff like that. And the classic meme coin cycle went following. What's your pet's names? Did you have any pets? And so what was really hilarious was one of the responses back was, my pet's name is your mom. And so someone went and made your mom, and that sort of is taking off. So Degens will be Degens and have a lot of fun with this. And it's its own form of social commentary, which is just super exciting to watch sometimes, if you take a step back. But there's also some really cool stuff building. So we'll see some more stuff on the upcoming bits within Permissionless and talk to a lot of those builders. The other really big thing that we're super excited for is Fight Night, Karate Combat's 50th fight night. And so I think there's 50 fights that night. That's a huge card. So huge shout out to Karate Combat. Shout out to everyone that's made their way here to Utah for Permissionless or for the hackathon. And hopefully you stay for Permissionless. And let's just keep building. That is it for tonight. And we're going to end this night as we end every night, especially tonight, because we have to be up super early to speak tomorrow. We want to be on our game. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As always, we end the show with the same two things we always end with: our words of wisdom and the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. Our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. But we end with the greatest, worst knock-knock joke, and that is knock, knock. Who's there?